Kabuto Yakushi has spent most of his life spying for individuals, organizations and countries. His innate talent is in gathering information and medicine. Abilities that attracted Orochimaru and Kabuto became his right-hand man. Biography of Kabuto. Kabuto was orphaned as a child during World War II. The head of the Konoha Medical Department sympathetically took care of him and gave him medical training. This is what Orochimaru has defined for him. In fact, he was cared for by an orphanage under the supervision of Nono Yakushi. Nono Yakushi was a former member of the tribe whom Kabuto considered his mother. Kabuto joined the root group to finance the orphanage, but he was eventually attacked and forced to kill Nono. This plan by Danzo to instill in Kabuto a sense of despair. After this incident, Orochimaru found him and gave him a new identity, and Kabuto remained loyal to Orochimaru. At one point he began working for one of Akatsuki's members, Sasori, at the behest of Orochimaru. Sasori erased part of Kabuto's memory to turn him into a sleeping agent. However, when Orochimaru broke away from Akatsuki, Kabuto broke the seal of memory and became Orochimaru's friend. Kabuto uses medical techniques in his battles. His main technique is the chakra surgical razor, with which he can easily cut the strongest muscles. Combining this ability with his interest in torture makes Kabuto a dangerous person. Kabuto was shown in the first part of the series during such exams. At first he seems to be a good person and helps Naruto Uzumaki's team, but later it turned out that he was spying on Naruto and Sasuke Uchiha. After the revelation, Kabuto healed Hinata from relatively severe wounds while impersonating an Anbo, although doing so did him no good. He played a more prominent role in the Search for Sanada arc. He got into a fight with Sanada, and although Sanada had tremendous power, Kabuto managed to get around it and defeat him. Fortunately, Naruto intervened in time to save John Tsunade by performing his new rosary. In the second part of the series, after Orochimaru was killed, Kabuto suffered a crisis and incorporated some of Orochimaru's DNA into his body. He was not heard from for a long time until he appeared with a new look and some of Orochimaru's powers. He was now allied with Tobi. Many of his new abilities were demonstrated during the fight against the two Ginchuriki guards. He also captured and abducted Yamato during this period. Kabuto later revived and took control of many of the dead characters, including members of the Akatsuki, the Jinchuriks, as well as the real Madara, with a jutsu called Edo Tennessee. At the point, Itachi and Sasuke tried to stop this jutsu and his actions. They also realized that Kabuto had become a snake sage by surpassing Orochimaru. Kabuto tried to capture Sasuke and regain control of Itachi, but was caught in a repetitive loop by Itachi performing a powerful treasure called Izanami, thus stopping the Edo Tennessee jutsu. After this incident, Sasuke recovered Orochimaru and he also returned Kabuto to his previous appearance by absorbing his chakra and DNA. Kabuto later escaped from Itachi Genjutsu. What happened to him caused Kabuto to return to his main character before meeting Danzo and Orochimaru. He was now seeking redress for all his past deeds. And at the end of the war he went to the Konoha orphanage and took his stepmother position as the head of the orphanage.